Yo-yoing is meaningless. At their absolute coolest, yo-yos are flashy skill toys, but not even the flashiest. Did you see those Diablo guys on America's Got Talent? They were throwing light-up spinny toys at Simon Cowell's face, and he loved every minute of it. We can't top that. Fame and visual appeal are superficial, but surely our beloved Bandalores can offer us something of substance. Unfortunately, turning to yo-yos for insight into the human condition doesn't get the job done. Consider the humble gravity pool, the very first trick anyone learns when they pick up a yo-yo. The yo-yo travels from point A, your hand, to point B, the end of the string, and then immediately back to point A. It ends exactly where it started. Nothing changes. Maybe putting it in those terms is being too harsh on the most fundamental yo-yo trick possible. It's unfair to knock the basics for being simple, right? An issue arises when searching for a better example trick than gravity pull. The circular point A to point A structure is inherent to yo-yo tricks. No matter what, the yo-yo eventually returns and resets to nothing. The most elegantly constructed combos are self-defeating in nature, a choreographed and rehearsed exercise in futility. Even the densest of tech mounts are doomed to dissolve by design. We destroy what we create. As my dear mother once so eloquently put it, yo-yoing is just tying knots and untying them. Of course, none of this has ever stopped us from yo-yoing. From external motivations like the will to compete, to internal desires like self-expression, we each have our own justifications for devoting several percentage points of our precious time on this planet to this ridiculous toy. The fact that we can find joy in something so silly is nothing short of a miracle. This is why I love repeaters. Repeaters embrace the absurdity of yo-yoing. The repetition of a handful of elements mirrors that recursion that defines yo-yoing, distilling it into a mesmerizing vignette. It is both a parody and celebration of the endless cycle of playing yo-yo, a mirror within a mirror. When a non-yo-yoer sees me doing repeaters, they often say, "You already did that trick, why are you doing it again?" And I can only offer the unsatisfying answer of, because I can. The repetition is the point of its existence, but it's also what renders its existence pointless. Repeaters are challenging on a conceptual level. They call into question the definition of a yo-yo trick and completely shift the way we evaluate those tricks. A good repeater is hard to create and even harder to quantify. Does an element get to be a repeater because it starts and ends in the same mount? The journey and the destination are blurred into one, with no clear beginning or end in sight. The creation of a repeater often requires consideration of trick composition in a deeply non-intuitive fashion. Repeaters use an approach to structure that's totally unlike any other type of yo-yo trick. Another thing that attracts me to repeaters is that they are focused practice of just a few isolated elements. Executing an element and doing it again is all well and good, but truly mastering a trick and looping it smoothly is a different sensation entirely. Controlling the momentum before and after whatever you consider the starting point of a repeater is often a tall order. The difficulty is its own reward. Sometimes you can see yourself improve at a certain element within the space of a single throw. By doing it again and again, you have the ability to experiment with execution and polish the elements to a mirror sheen. While they can appear simple, repeaters can serve as a shockingly efficient exercise in improving at yo-yo. Perhaps best of all, repeaters give you time to think. Once a repeater is committed to muscle memory, your mind has space to wander without the distraction of idle hands. Practicing repeaters is a one-way ticket to that precious flow state that can make yo-yoing so very rewarding. It's not a stretch to call it meditation. Yo-yoing is meaningless. It promises nothing and keeps its promise. But we do it anyway. Where there is no inherent meaning, we bring our own. In a way, it acts as a blank canvas, waiting for us to project some lofty purpose upon it. It is a dirty mirror, revealing nothing until polished through our own efforts, and our reward is a clearer view of ourselves. Maybe, just maybe, There really is something we can learn from things that repeat.